Oh, well, attack.
Oh no,
Here
whatever is
are
gonna
two
happen.
nades. I dropped my nades here already.
Cool, thank you.
Hi there, it is Ty bringing a No Hope shotgun deck for the TAC 14 and 870 shotguns. This is going to be the deck that I have been running in No Hope here for ever since the release of No Hope. And to start us out, it's going to be with Copper Scav Money Grubbers. The importance of economy in No Hope difficulty is incredibly important. It really bails you out and makes the game flow so much smoother by having the extra economy that it brings. This is going to be bringing in, if you have a 4-stack of it, 5,672 copper on average per level. And this does work in hives, so every time you go into a hive, you're going to be bringing out even more money. The next cards we have are the damage cards. They consist of Shell Carrier, Confident Killer, Silver Bullets, Large Caliber Rounds, Shredder, Glass Cannon, and to round us off, Hyper Focus. So Shell Carrier here gives 30% shotgun ammo capacity along with 10% damage with shotguns. It's its own damage category, and it gives ammo, which is really nice. Next we have Confident Killer. It gives you a percentage damage increase every time your team kills a mutation, up until 15%. Usually this stacks up completely by the halfway point of the level. It's its own damage category, and it's also really good. Next we have two of the same damage category together. It's going to be Silver Bullets and Large Caliber Rounds. They are 10% damage and 15% bullet range on the Silver Bullets. And then for Large Caliber Rounds, it has 7.5% bullet damage and 200% bullet pen. Those are going to add up to be 17.5% bullet damage together in the damage calculations. And then giving the 15% effective damage range and 200% bullet pen is pretty nice. For those interested in the bullet pen numbers, for the TAC 14, it bumps it up to 1.725, which for those that don't know, I'll be making a video on this later, but essentially it's going to be penetrating through 3 commons before it's really going to have any damage fall off. Next, we have Shredder. This is going to be increasing the damage that the target takes by 1% for every bullet that hits. Just be aware that for the shotguns here, every pellet is considered its own bullet, so it racks up Shredder stacks incredibly quickly, making this a very strong choice on every shotgun deck, and I highly recommend it. Along with that, it's team damage, which is absolutely massive. Team damage, team firing in this game is so strong. Next we have Glass Cannon. 25% damage, another damage multiplier, and at the cost of 30% health. The damage here is so incredibly high. It's the highest damage multiplier in the game, besides Belligerent and Chemical Courage, but both of those are conditional and just worse than Glass Cannon. With that, it's going to all those numbers multiplied together, it's going to bump our damage up to 214% of baseline. So that's going to be doubling and then some of our damage per shot done with our guns, which is absolutely massive, huge damage. And then to finish us off with the damage, it's going to be hyper focused. Very good, strong weak spot damage card with a minimal downside, especially for the TAC where it's firing and then it's got a decent rechamber time and then firing again, so you don't really feel the penalty. And if you want, you can be jumping while using this and never feel the downside at all. Now for mobility, we have Run Like Hell. This is our one card dip into mobility. I'll be going over this later in a different video that I'll link, but I feel the Run Like Hell card is much better than Mad Dash because of its innate move speed and only 5% difference in sprint speed, and with the downside being much less severe and crippling than the Mad Dash card. The next two cards we have are going to be reload speed cards. These are going to be bumping up our DPS a lot, not only because they speed up the reload time, but because they also speed up our fire rate with these pump action shotguns that we're going to be using. We have Mag Coupler, plus 50% reload speed, disabling ADS, which is not an issue because we're going to be making that up later. And then Scattergun Skills, plus 40% reload speed with shotguns. Those add up together to plus 90% reload speed, and running it through the damage calculator at base with no mag, it bumps our damage up to 166% of baseline. That is a 66% damage increase, which is very good for two cards. That's massive and something that you're really going to want, because that's a lot of damage increase right there. Now, earlier I was talking about how we're disabling ADS for that extra reload speed. Well, here's where we're going to make it up, make our lives very easy. We're going to be running, for accuracy here, Quick Kill and Hunker Down. Quick Kill giving us 50% accuracy while also disabling ADS, and then Hunker Down while crouching, gaining 10% damage resistance and 40% accuracy. So when standing, you're going to have a base 50% accuracy, and then when you are crouching, you're going to have 90% accuracy. This allows for two different playstyles with the same gun. A spray and pray mowing down commons with 50% accuracy, and then while crouching, more of a heavy damage, high impact per shot gameplay with a 90% accuracy that really also benefits from the hyper focus card that we have earlier, allowing us to put all those bullets into weak spots and massively increasing our damage output that way. And to round out our deck, we have Down in Front. This is a great survivability card that I'll do a video about later, but it's, especially for No Hope here, it's going to go and save you and your teammates a lot of friendly fire damage while also giving you a plus 10 to health. So with that, there's a few cards here that I can definitely see people swapping out for their own personal playstyle. Those being Silver Bullets, because it's double dipping into a damage category. With that, if you're wanting to keep the damage, I would recommend putting in Wide Mouth Magmel or Killer's Instinct, and those would also increase our DPS. If you want to go and change it out for something a little bit more tanky, then you can go and substitute in Motorcycle Helmet, which will give you extra health and damage resistance. Or if you are looking to swap out something else here, swapping out Run Like Hell for either that tankiness with Motorcycle Helmet or anything else, that could work too. If you're not a big fan of mobility, you can do that. And next, another playstyle thing is swapping out the accuracy cards. So changing out Quick Kill or Hunker Down, changing them out to what you'd like with either more DPS, and then just fully committing to a common clear only, or having to be up in the face of mutations in order to deal damage to them. That could be your playstyle. Just change it up based on your playstyle, but I highly recommend keeping the core of the deck the same here, at least until you've gotten a few games with the complete deck under your belt and you can understand how it works, and then modify it to your own playstyle. So here we are over on the damage calculator. With this, we have imported the build as is. And then with that, set the shotgun to the TAC 14. Just for consistency's sake, putting everything here at its highest rarity. Here are the attachments that we are going to want for non-Tunnels of Terror content. It's going to be the purple long barrel, the extended fast mag, and the tactical stock. If we are to use Tunnels of Terror content, we will try and get a spray and pray here with that. And then extended fast mag, change that out to a can of whoop-ass. The DPS calculations here with the current extended fast mag reach 723.4. And the only thing that's better than it is the can of whoop-ass here, and that bumps it up to 770. So if you can get your AR player to somehow not take it, taking a can of whoop-ass is a very strong option for your shotgunners out there. And with that, going into the damage, it's going to be over 500 damage per shot in the maximum damage range. It's going to be shooting about twice per second with the DPS averaging to 723.4. The damage range with a purple long barrel on it and silver bullets ends up being first starting off at 9.5 meters, and then the last damage drop off ends at 23.75 meters, so a decent range for a shotgun here. With that, trying to optimally stay in under 10 meter range engagements, which is pretty common. And over here we've set the ridden to monstrous rating, and then with the difficulty being no hope. These are the tankiest that they'll ever get. We can go into the time to kill values, and even for body shots, on the highest difficulty with the tankiest commons, we have incredibly strong times to kill. And these values only get much better when you change over into Nightmare difficulty. The reason that is because Nightmare difficulty has mutations that are approximately half the health of No Hope difficulty. And look at that. Even the bruisers don't even last a full 2 seconds in Nightmare. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below. Else, thank everyone here for finishing the end of the video, and you all have a good one. Bye.